Hello students, I hope you are all fine. So I am again starting one of my audio presentation related with the chapter Albert Einstein at school. In my previous audio presentation, I discussed about Albert getting a medical certificate from the Dr. Ernst Will, and he took Yuri for a treat, for a supper. Now let's see what happens after that. Maybe there will be a conversation now again between Yuri and Albert. Isn't it wonderful, he said after showing Yuri the certificate. Yes, it's fine, Yuri agreed. 6 months is a good period. This way, you won't actually be leaving the school. So if the worst comes to the worst, you will be able to come back and carry on for your diploma. Now, obviously, Albert showed that medical certificate to Yuri while they went out for dinner together. Now Yuri told Albert that 6 months is a good period of time. By that time, if Albert felt like he want to change his mind, definitely he can do that, and he can again come back and continue his studies. Now, in reply to that, Albert looked quite determined, and he was very sure that he won't return back again to the school. See the next dialogue, dear students. It will be clear to you what I am exactly trying to say. I will never go back to that place, Albert assured him. I am going to take this certificate to the head teacher tomorrow, and this will be the end of it. No, I will not return back to that school. I am going to submit it to my headmaster, to my principal, or to my head teacher tomorrow, and with that, after submitting it, it will be the end of it. Don't forget to get a reference in writing from your mathematics teacher first, Yuri reminded him. Yuri was a very loyal and a trustworthy friend of Albert Einstein. He always gave good suggestions to Albert Einstein. This is an instance when again he gave a very good suggestion to Albert Einstein. He told Albert Einstein, don't forget to take or to receive a letter of recommendation from your mathematics teacher. And the name of the mathematics teacher, dear students, it is Mr. Koch, K-O-C-H. You will get to know about him. He used to admire and love Albert Einstein a lot, and Albert Einstein also used to admire and respect him a lot. So we will come to that portion right now. So let me continue with this dialogue of Yuri once again. Don't forget to get a reference in writing from your mathematics teacher first, Yuri reminded him. Mr. Koch willingly gave Albert the reference he wanted. If I say I can't teach you anymore, and probably you will soon be able to teach me, will that be all right? He asked. So when Albert went to him, that is to his mathematics teacher Mr. Koch, to get a letter of recommendation from him, Mr. Koch was very humble and down to earth. He told Albert Einstein that what should I write? Will I write that from now on you are quite capable of teaching me? Will it be good? Will it be okay? Now this shows that Mr. Koch was very humble, very down to earth, and he recognized the true genius, the true potential of Albert Einstein. Now Albert felt very shy after listening to this. So let's continue. That's saying too much, sir. Sir, you are saying too much. It's only the truth. But all right, I will put it more seriously. It's the truth. That means I already told you, dear students, that Mr. Koch understood the real potential, the real creative caliber of Albert Einstein. And he told Albert Einstein, don't worry, I will put it very seriously. And I will definitely write in a very serious way a letter of recommendation so that you can pursue your higher studies in Milan. So let's continue. It's only the truth, but all right, I will put it more seriously. It was still a glowing reference, and Mr. Koch made the point that Albert was ready immediately to enter a college or institute for the study of higher mathematics. So Mr. Koch wrote in a very serious manner, and particularly he mentioned that in his letter of recommendation that he was about to give to Albert Einstein, that Albert Einstein is now capable of entering a college or an institute for the study of higher mathematics. I am sorry you are leaving us, although you are wasting your time in my class, he said. Now after he gave the letter of recommendation, after putting it very seriously and writing in the letter of recommendation that Albert is now suitable, absolutely ready to study higher mathematics in a college or institute, and after giving him the letter, he told Albert Einstein that I think you are wasting your time in my class also. But now you will find that Albert will say that it is the only class that he is very much interested, and he look forward every day to this class. That is the class of Mr. Koch, who taught Albert Einstein along with the other students mathematics. See, what is the dialogue of Albert Einstein? It's almost the only class where I am not wasting my time, said Albert. But how did you know I am leaving, sir? But how did you know, sir, that I am leaving? You wouldn't have asked me for this reference otherwise. Now you need a letter of reference or a letter of recommendation. Otherwise you wouldn't have asked for this from me. Definitely you are leaving then. I thought you would wonder. There's nothing to wonder about, Einstein. I knew you were going to leave before you knew yourself. Please underline it, dear students, if you have the text by your side, that Mr. Koch, he knew it beforehand. Before Albert Einstein knew it on his own, that Mr. Koch knew it that one day Albert Einstein will leave the school for sure and for his own betterment. Albert was puzzled. What did the teacher mean? He soon found out. Before he had a chance to ask for an interview with the head teacher, he was summoned to the head's room. Now, as you know that already he got the medical certificate, it was in his pocket. Now he wanted to submit it to the head teacher's room, but he thought that he had to wait outside in the lounge like the others. But surprisingly, he was called inside. Well, it saves me the trouble of having to wait an hour or two outside, he thought. Now Albert thought that fine, at least I didn't have to wait outside for an hour or two. So he called me. He hardly bothered to wonder why he had been sent for, but vaguely supposed he was to be punished again for bad work and laziness. Well, he had finished with punishments. Please underline it. Now Albert thought that probably I may get a new sort of punishment now. What sort of punishment he might give me? Maybe I am lazy. Maybe I create a lot of problem in the school. Maybe he will punish me. For that is the reason might be he is calling me. But at the back of his mind, Albert is thinking also, what more punishment is left, because I always ended up with all the punishments. Or maybe the school authorities had experimented with all sorts of punishments with him. So Albert is thinking at the back of his mind, what more punishment is there to be given to him? So let's continue, dear students. I am not going to punish you, the head teacher said, to Albert's surprise. Your work is terrible and I am not prepared to have you here any longer, Einstein. I want you to leave the school now. So it's a huge shock for Albert Einstein, because he was eager. He already made up his mind that he will leave the school, but never ever he expected that the head teacher will summon him inside his room and will say to him that it's better you leave the school right now because you are terrible, and it's better that you don't stay here any longer and you should actually leave it right now. Leave school now? Repeated Albert, dazed. Dazed means totally surprised. That is what I said. You mean, said Albert, that I am to be expelled? Sir, what you are trying to say? Will I be rusticated? Expelled means to be rusticated. Because I told you, Albert never ever expected that he will be expelled. Albert thought that he himself will quit the school by giving the medical certificate to the headmaster. But he never ever thought at the back of his mind, that is the reason it is a huge shock for him that he will be expelled by the headmaster. So dear students, I am stopping right here at this moment. Please go through this audio presentation and clarify your doubts if any. Only one page is left, page number 31, that I will discuss in my next audio presentation. Stay safe, listen to this audio presentation, and thank you everyone. Thank you students.